Hi, friends. Welcome to another episode of Clearly Thriving. I'm Allison Clay,
And I'm Siri Harkins.
and we are thriving.
Clearly.
Siri, what are you drinking today?
I'm finishing up a Diet Coke.
Good job. I have just grabbed a nice diet ginger ale. I don't know if that works, but ASMR if it did.
We tried.
We're at my house today. I just got home from work. Siri came over to let Lila out because I didn't know how much longer I was going to be at work.
hmm
And then I got off of work and I said, stay there. We have to record.
Because we did not do that last week.
Last week, I was so busy. I had my friend Corey visiting, and we kind of just forgot to record before she got here. And then there was no time once she was here because busy.
Yeah, we've had
So,
a busy time.
yes, I have been looking at my schedule and trying to assign times to all the things that have to happen pretty urgently. And I think the next time I will get to breathe is next Tuesday. It is currently Monday. So like a week from tomorrow.
Oh man.
Yep.
Such
Yeah.
is life.
Anyway, we've been busy. Busy is not bad. Busy right now is pretty good. I'm just tired and kind of stressed because of all the stuff that has to be done. Um, but it's really fine.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not getting a lot of sleep right now, which that part isn't fun because when I wake up in the mornings, I literally have to peel myself out of bed. Like it is the hardest thing in the world to actually commit to staying awake when your alarms are going off 4 hours after you laid down.
You know.
It's pretty terrible. That part at least. Also, I have a pretty I'm gonna say moderate to severely sprained ankle
Oh yeah.
because it's been sprained for 2 weeks now. As of Friday, 2 weeks. Um, and it is still significantly swollen and it hurts pretty bad. It's not bruised anymore.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, but I would be worried if it was still bruised after 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Um, anyway, it does still hurt and it is still swollen, which is also concerning, but I don't have time to go get it looked at. So,
Yep. Welcome to
yep,
the world.
yep. Yeah, we've decided if it's still swollen on Tuesday when I have a chance to breathe, I won't be breathing. I'll be going to the urgent care.
Yeah.
I don't think they need to x-ray my lungs anymore. I haven't coughed in a couple days.
That's a good sign.
Yeah,
At least we got that part done.
I think I'm finally done with pneumonia, you guys. It only took like a month and a half. That was at the end of August.
No.
It's now October
That's crazy.
because I got sick the day after your birthday is when I woke up feeling
Yeah,
like I was dying.
that is true. That's crazy.
Yep. So it took about a month and a half,
Gosh.
which Google said 2 to 6 weeks, and it just makes sense that I would be closer to the 6 week mark.
Because of course.
Of course. My body doesn't work. Why would it do that?
Yeah, why would it heal on a faster end of the spectrum?
Yeah. Google also said 2 to 3 weeks for a sprained ankle, and it was like, unless it's severely sprained, in which case it could take up to 3 months. And I was like, geez.
You're like, why? Why did you have to tell me that?
So it's not bruised, and that's about all I've got going for it right now. I did remember to wear my brace to work today, and that did help quite a bit.
Oh, good.
Although I will say, there was a period in the afternoon where I was like, this is terrible.
Yeah.
And I had an easy day at work today. I just sat most of the time. Anyway,
Love that.
yeah. How was your day?
My day was fine. It was just, another day with the youth.
The children.
Yep, I had to yell at some kids to make sure they're asking appropriate questions when they're interviewing for the yearbook. So that was fun. And of course, the people who were the main problem in that situation were not present.
Panini. Every time she's on my bed, I get PTSD.
What you doing?
Anyway, Siri's dogs are here as well because they came over with her to check on Lila. And Panini, the little one, when Siri lived on my floor last year, Panini, her favorite activity was to pee on my bed. So now anytime she's on my bed, I get hyper aware and nervous.
Oh, she's yeah.
I mean, it's been over a year since she's done it, but I still am like, I don't have time or energy to deal with that.
Yes. They're trying to hunt Winston at the moment.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Anyway, children are a blessing. Please get dogs. All dogs deserve homes.
Yeah. Just gonna keep holding Mocha because she keeps instigating. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
Poor Winston.
Like Mocha lived with Winston
For years.
for years.
And they were fine. They used to cuddle.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. Her hunter instincts have kicked in her midlife existence.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I can currently hear Winston growling at Panini. Oh, Panini has something.
Yeah.
A fortune cookie.
Winston probably had that. That's really funny because that's not from me recently.
Wait, what does the fortune say?
It's not from me recently. So that's from me from a while ago. That
Yeah.
means one of the cats knocked that off the table a while ago.
That's probably been hiding under my bed.
Yeah. All right, Winston, what's your fortune?
Winston's fortune is your sensitivity is an asset.
Well, good for Winston.
That's so funny. Panini. All three puppies. All three puppers can be in the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at all these chickens.
Look at all those chickens.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, we
Yes.
got the cute hamster, Rocco the Rock, and a muffin. I don't know.
What?
You know, the TikTok audio that's just like, oh, you're so cute, such a
Oh.
cute hamster. Say hello to Rocco, Elma. Hello, Rocco.
Yes.
So that's Mocha. Panini
Yes.
is the cute hamster. And then I decided Lila was, I've been calling her a biscuit today,
Oh, okay.
but Muffin felt cuter.
Yeah.
Unrelated to the audio.
Great. Lila's just happy to be here.
Yeah, I was like, I got the noodles and a biscuit. That's what I was saying earlier. Because the wiener dogs are long like noodles.
Yes.
And I was like, and Lila's a biscuit.
Yeah, she's shaped like a biscuit.
She's like a little cheddar biscuit.
Are you a cheddar biscuit?
You're so cute.
Yeah. Oh, we had a Halloween party Saturday night.
Yeah, that's true. We did. Yeah.
First of all, planning wise, we didn't pick a great weekend for this party because the party was Saturday. Corey was in visiting from Monday to Saturday. So Saturday morning, also, first of all, Friday, I was at Disneyland with Corey until 1 a.m. almost. So it was like 2 by the time we got home. So it was like almost 3 by the time I was going to sleep. Maybe closer to 2:30. I like really hustled to be in bed. And I'm pretty sure I was asleep before Corey got out of the shower. So anyway, after that Saturday morning, I had a dentist appointment at 9 a.m. So that was fun. So I had to be up early for that. and then I went to the dentist, and then I came home and I cleaned my house a little bit because Corey was still asleep and I didn't want to wake her up because I was tired, so I knew she had to be tired. And then when she woke up, she like packed and I kept cleaning. And then we went to the Palm and got coffee, and we went to Walmart and Target and Costco, one other place, I don't remember, looking for those stupid Pillsbury
those
Halloween cookies that nobody ever found.
Mm.
Um, According to the internet, they were in Santa Clarita, and I texted Jasenia. I was like, "How far is this from you?" And she was like, 20 minutes, and then said nothing else. So I said nothing else. I was like, "It's fine." Anyway, I wound up getting like sugar cookies from Target that had pumpkins on them, and they were cute. Um, anyway, then we came home, and Siri came over, and then we took Corey to the airport.
Yeah.
And then Siri and I went to Anne Marie's stand-up show in Pasadena.
Mm-hmm.
Then we came home and cleaned the house some more and got ready. And then we had, I don't even know how many people. My house was so full.
A lot of people.
A lot of people. It was a good party though.
Yeah.
Um,
It was a good party. I mean, there were people crying at some point, but we don't need to talk about that.
we're
but
not gonna get into that.
we won't get into that, but
It
you know
was-
it's a good party if someone cries or if someone breaks something. So
Nobody broke anything
no one broke anything.
that I know of.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people. We had so much food, and we ate so much food.
Yes.
I made sparkly witch's brew, which people were still talking about today at work. I was like, I feel like that's an accomplishment.
Good.
Mike brought it up. He was like, that witch's brew was so good. And I was like, I don't think it was as good as Claire's because I feel like Claire's is always so good. And he was like, that is never the same recipe. We literally make it up every year. And I was like, okay, well, it always tastes great. And
Yeah.
it's blue. I know that there's blue curacao in theirs because it's blue. And I couldn't find a recipe with blue curacao in it. And I also didn't want to copycat theirs. I
Yeah.
was like, I'll make a different one. Anyway, mine was purple, and sparkly.
Yes.
So we did that Saturday night. And then the last people left at like 2 in the morning. And then Siri and Anne Marie and I cleaned up a little bit. And then Siri left at like 2:20. And then Anne Marie and I went to our respective bedrooms to start getting unready and going to bed.
Yeah.
And then I'm in my bathroom. I've just put my hair up. I like have not even started taking my makeup off yet. So literally, I don't think you'd been gone even 5 minutes. And then I hear honking outside at 2:30 in the morning. And I live in kind of a bougie suburban area with police who will ticket you for farting in public. So that's a different story. Anyway, so I'm like, the fuck is that? And my first thought was, did something happen to Siri? Because like you had just left. And I was like, I mean, that's a good way to get attention. So I go outside and I look, and by the time I get to the front door, Anne Marie is out as well because she's like, yes, I also hear that. So we go outside and we don't see your car, and we're like, where's that coming from? And about that time, we see a car that kind of looks like your car just rolling very slowly down the street, honking, just laying on their horn. Like it did not stop for probably 7 minutes. And it's rolling to make pace with a girl who's on the sidewalk. And the window is rolled down, and the guy who's driving the car is yelling at her and cursing at her, and just, they're clearly fighting. She's not responding, she's just walking. And then he's like, get in the car, get in the fucking car, we're leaving, we're going home, get in the fucking car. And then she didn't. And eventually she turned completely around and started walking back the other direction, which I thought was really smart because he's in a car. And so he just skirts out of there. He was like, fine, and just and like drives away and finally stops honking.
Oh my gosh.
And then she just is walking the other direction. And Anne Marie and I were watching this entire interaction from our living room window because we're like, we don't really want to go outside, but we're like, we should witness. And so she starts walking, and we're like, we should make sure she's okay, right? And so we find shoes because we had taken off our shoes. By the time we get outside, we don't see her. So we track this girl down. She's only a couple houses down, but she's like sitting in someone's driveway on her phone. And we like walk up together very slowly because we're both like, this is so weird, but feels necessary. And so we like stop pretty far away from her and we're just like, "Hi, are you okay?" And she just goes, "Yes." And we were like, "Okay, get home safe. Bye." And then we went back inside. But the best part of this is we were still in our Halloween costumes, which we were the Powerpuff Girls. Just imagine sitting in a stranger's driveway at 2:30 in the morning and the Powerpuff Girls walk up to you and ask if you're okay.
Man, oh man.
Anyway, so then we went inside and we were like, "Okay, we tried." And I was thinking about it today because I was telling people at work about it, and I was like, "You know what? This is a very residential neighborhood. There are families on this street. That car was honking, I'm not kidding, for 5 to 7 minutes. Like,
I'm surprised the cops didn't come.
I know other people were awake. And I'm like, there are dads on this street. A dad should have done that. No, they leave it to the two little Powerpuff Girls to see if she's okay. Anyway, um, so then I went to bed at like 3 in the morning on Saturday, and then I had to wake up at 5:30 in the morning because I had to leave for work at 7.
Mhm.
And so I went to work and I was only there for 4 hours.
A packed 4 hours.
A very busy 4 hours. Basically, I fit my 8-hour job into 4 hours. And I was exhausted and emotionally dead inside. And then I came home and then I had to do a content job. So I worked 2 jobs on Saturday. And then after that, we went to Disneyland. And then I came home and washed my hair.
Yes. Yeah, we went to Disneyland. We finally tried the Pumpkin King cold brew.
I hated that.
I liked it, but I will not be getting it again.
Neither of us finished it.
No,
You didn't even drink half of it.
I could not.
Like, it was so disgustingly sweet.
I know, and someone commented on my TikTok about it and said she tried it and it wasn't sweet at all, and that hers didn't come with the white chocolate jack in it. And I'm like, that's weird.
I
Like,
don't
were they
think
just
she got the cold
I don't
brew.
think she got the same thing.
Like,
I'm
I would like to know what she got because I probably would like that better.
Yeah, I'm like, what did you get? Because that's kind of the point of the Pumpkin King is that it comes with the
Jack.
Pumpkin King
Yeah.
on it.
And pretty much every person I've seen that didn't like it because it was so sweet.
Yeah.
So I think she's confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally took 2 sips of it. And then I waited a little bit and then I took a 3rd sip because I kept expecting, like, you know how sometimes you just have to like adjust to a new flavor experience. I'll take this one. Or maybe not. Please pause while we rescue a cat. Anyway, so I was hoping my taste buds would adjust to it. And I took another sip and I was like, I am going to vomit. So I threw it away.
$6 in
Yeah.
the trash.
Without our discount, it would have been $7.19.
Depressing.
I know, that's an expensive coffee and it's not good.
No, that's one thing about Disneyland is when I get coffee drinks there, it saves me money versus getting at a different coffee shop.
Yeah.
He's gonna get you, and I'm not gonna be sad about it.
I would love for him to actually stand up for himself for once. Anyway, this cold brew, it didn't really have a pumpkin flavor.
No.
It was like a white chocolate situation mostly, and then it had so much whipped cream on it. All I could really taste was like the white chocolate and the whipped cream. It was so nasty.
Ugh.
Yeah, so did not like that. 0 out of 10 for me. I didn't, no. I had literally like 3 sips and then threw it away.
Yep.
And you had maybe a fourth of it and then threw it away.
Yep. I was like, I cannot drink more of this.
I was shocked you gave it a 7 out of 10 on TikTok.
It was good. I liked it though. I liked it, but it was a lot.
I literally took 1 sip and gagged. Oh, today at work I ate a piece of ravioli and at lunch, not just randomly. And it was just there, and I was like, I'll try it because it looked like it had like spinach, but it was a white sauce, and I don't tend to like white sauces. But I was like, maybe I do now. Anyway, so I got a piece of ravioli. I cut it in half. I took a bite, and I immediately was like, oh,
Oh my.
it was so gross.
What was in it?
I don't know, but that white sauce, I've never experienced what I'm about to compare it to, but it's what I imagine the like white ragu sauce is.
Oh.
But it tasted disgusting.
Okay, but was it was it cheese in the ravioli? Was it
Oh, I have no
spinach?
idea.
Was it meat?
No meat,
Okay.
and that's all I know. There wasn't enough in it for me to identify what was in it. All I know for sure is that white sauce was horrific.
Oh no.
And Kelly was with me, and she like laughed the entire time I was eating this piece of ravioli because there's like a full conversation happening at our table. And I take a piece of this ravioli, like a bite, because I cut it, and I put it in my mouth, and I immediately was like,
Have you ever liked ravioli?
I like red sauce ravioli, like cheese ravioli.
Okay, so it wasn't a cheese ravioli.
I think it was mainly just the sauce I didn't like.
I'm just trying to figure out what kind of ravioli you
I have no idea. Whatever, it was not stuffed enough for me to be able to determine what was inside it. I honestly have no idea. It could be squash for all I
That's
know.
what I was thinking. I was like, I wonder if it was a squash one because I don't think that would be a flavor you would like.
I like squash,
But
but it
it's
was
like a sweeter ravioli.
maybe it was then, but it was the sauce that I didn't like. The white sauce that was like on the top of it. But yeah, Kelly like laughed the entire time I ate this piece of
Did other
ravioli.
people like the ravioli or was it just bad ravioli?
I was the only one at my table who got the ravioli.
Okay.
And I only
maybe it was just really bad ravioli.
I don't know, but it tasted like what I imagine cheap.
Someone farted and it wasn't me.
It wasn't
I
me.
think it might be one of these two on my lap.
Anyway, it tasted like what I imagine like Great Value Alfredo sauce tastes like.
It's disgusting.
Yes. It was bad. And I made a face while I was eating it because I wasn't going to spit it out. I made myself finish that bite.
Oh, I told you to spit it out.
Well, I only had 1 napkin and that was like my first bite.
Just spit it on the plate.
No. I am a lady.
Can walk to a garbage can. You can get up and get another
Draw
napkin.
attention to myself. I don't
You
think
can be
so.
very discreet in these moments. Like, oh, excuse
Well, my
me.
face was too loud for me to be discreet.
Oh man.
Anyway, the boys at the table didn't notice anything until Kelly was like dying laughing. And by that point, I had swallowed. And they were like, "What's funny?" And Kelly was like, "You missed." Anyway, long story short, I did not like that ravioli.
That ravioli can go fuck itself.
That ravioli can burn in hell where it belongs.
Work ravioli, no go. Got it.
They also had chicken parm at work today, which is typically one of my favorite meals, but it's funny because I have so much leftover chicken parm in my fridge right now. I did get a little bit in the spaghetti sauce. I didn't like either. It was too sweet. So
they were people that made sweet sauces.
I think there's probably a whole sack of sugar between those 2 sauces.
Mhm.
I think they bought the Great Value sauces and just added sugar to them. Anyway, I didn't like either of the pastas at work today. Long story short. Yep.
Man. I forgot to eat lunch. Well, I don't really eat lunch at work, but usually I like have like a little snack or something. But I had a meeting and then I had a phone interview.
How
And
did that
then
go?
good.
Good.
Yeah, they were both good. It was just that was my break time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went for a little walk with my coworker, and then it was time to teach my last class.
Beautiful.
Yep. Ugh.
And then you got Chipotle.
Yeah. Yep. I got Chipotle, which that is one thing. I no longer live close to a Chipotle. So I had to drive not like that far, but
Yeah.
drive a ways, figure out where to park over there. And I didn't realize that one of the roads that I was planning on turning left onto is a one way going the other direction.
Yep.
So that was fun. I was like, oh, wow, this is a one way now. Cool.
Did you go to the one by the movie theater?
Yeah. I don't, the other closest one is,
North Hollywood.
yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So that was hard. So finding parking was kind of a trip. And then had to haul the dogs out of a parking garage and over to Chipotle. And I was going to eat there, but then I had to come over here. So I just brought it over here. Hey,
Yeah.
Lila. And then Lila peed everywhere.
Yeah. Lila's been having a bit of a time. I think she absorbed some of my stress over the weekend. She had some potty issues.
I think
Not really anything major, but like
mm,
she peed. She had an accident in the house, which
she's not normally
never
like that.
does.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and then she had like a super massive poop.
Yeah.
Like this is a 10-pound dog. She's little poops.
No, that was a massive poop the other day.
Have you been stressed? She's like, I've been stressed because you've been stressed.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's been
a time.
a time. Yeah. I moved, so I live closer now.
Yes, and that's been pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty nice, pretty.
Yeah. We saw Hamilton.
Oh, we did see Hamilton.
It was so good.
Yeah,
It feels like so long ago.
it was only a week ago.
It was a week ago. Yep.
We lived in the past, since our last episode, we have lived approximately 97 lives.
Oh.
Like the day that we moved Siri. Did we tell this story yet?
I don't know.
We did, because I remember talking about the homeless man throwing a shoe at me.
I'm just sitting. Wait, like, did we? When did we? We might have podcasted.
We couldn't have, because that happened on Sunday and then Corey got in on Monday. So we haven't told this story yet. Oh my gosh.
It feels like we have, but maybe we haven't.
Well, if we did, buckle up, you're going to hear it again. Or just fast forward 5 minutes.
I'm like, did we podcast?
We couldn't have, because that episode would have gone up this past week and we didn't have an episode go up that week.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Okay.
the day that we moved to Siri picked me up at my house at 7 a.m. Then we went and got coffee, and then we went to pick up the U-Haul that she had reserved. We were supposed to pick up the U-Haul at 8 a.m.
Mhm.
when the U-Haul place does not open until 9.
Yeah.
So she had to do like the remote virtual pickup thing, which we figured out and did. And then she had to do like all of these steps online for the check-in process. Like you had to take pictures of everything and verify the license plate. And when we go back to like verify the license plate, I noticed that the latch on the back of the U-Haul is not closed. It's not hooked. It's not secured.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's weird. So I go and I open the back of the U-Haul, and as it's rolling up, I see a shoe. And I was like, did someone leave a shoe in a U-Haul? That's weird. And then when the door opens the rest of the way, I see a an unhoused man putting on his pants. And there was a man living in the back of this U-Haul. And he was like, just give me 5 more minutes. And I was like, okay, sorry. And so then I like am putting the door back where he had it. And as I'm like doing that, a shoe just hurls past my face, like misses my face by probably less than an inch. Like I felt the wind from this shoe on my face. For all I know, this shoe hit my ponytail. And I was just so shocked that I didn't really know what to do. So I just kind of looked at Siri and I was like, the fuck?
I was like, do we call the cops? And I was like, that's gonna take up so much time.
Yeah. So we gave him his 5 minutes and he took probably closer to 6.
And then he left and we were like, okay, bye. And he's like, thanks.
And Siri's like, you almost got a free ride to Northridge.
He like chucked his little bottle of vodka and went
Yeah.
on his merry way.
Yep. Oh, and he walked away carrying one of the gallon jugs full of his pee.
Oh, marvelous.
Yep. And then the back of the truck smelled like pee. So that was fun. And all that happened before 8:15 in the morning.
Yeah.
Um,
Then we get in the U-Haul. It has like a quarter a tank of gas in it. And I'm like, we have to drive this thing. Oh no.
Ew.
Yeah.
I wish I had to pick that up, but I wish I didn't. I'll be back.
There's a cat avocado on the wall and Panini. If there's anything on the wall or any knobs somewhere that she can chew off and pull off, she will. Like if you have the little knobby things that cover a screw on furniture, she'll yank those out. My Northridge apartment had those little springy thingies with the stoppers so the door doesn't hit the wall, and she pulled all of the caps off of the springy thingies to chew on them.
Anyway, this avocado pit that she dislodged is catnip. Panini. No.
She's really excited about it.
Well, you'll choke on them. They're chokeable. Yeah. Oh yeah, we get in the U-Haul and there's like multiple lights on the dash. And we're like, well, oh well. We start to drive it and it literally is like clunk, clunk, clunk.
Like, I'm like, it sounds like a toy car room, like not in a good way. I'm like, well, fuck it. This is what we got.
Yep. So we are at her apartment by 9 a.m. to meet the people who are helping us move. And we do that. Then we do a load. We go to the new apartment, which is closer to me, but quite a ways past your old place.
Yeah.
And we get there, we unload the first load, we have pizza, and then we go do a second load, and then we bring it back to the new place, we unload that, then everybody pieces out, and then we come back here, we both shower because we're gross, and then we get ready and we went to see Hamilton.
Yes. But what are you doing? Yeah, which Hamilton was amazing. We like left crying,
Yes.
and then we had to go build my bed.
Yep.
And then we got Taco Bell.
Yep.
I'm like, did we podcast after all of that?
Did we?
But then it would have gone up
Yeah.
on Friday. Did we have an episode that posted? I'm just like, I can't remember what life is anymore.
I just checked. The last one was called Clearly Past Our Bedtime, and that did not go up this week.
Okay. Yeah, no, the last one you sent me was on 10/1.
Yeah.
So, okay. Just like, we lived so many lives in that one day. And
Yes.
yeah, now I don't know anything anymore.
Yeah. 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 And that was all Sunday.
Yeah. And last Saturday,
Yeah.
we did a dog walk for charity with all of the dogs. It was
Yes.
great. They were little athletes. We got our free t-shirts and our medals for finishing our 1K.
Yep.
And then we got cute. We came back. We went to the Palm. The Palm had a pop-up for permanent jewelry.
Oh yeah,
So we got matching anklets.
we have anklets.
Yeah, permanent jewelry anklets. They're cute.
They are really cute.
And then we went to Disneyland.
Yep.
And yeah, yesterday too, after Allison's 4 hours, her 8 hours of work crammed into 4 hours, and after making the content, we went to Disneyland. So
Yep.
just really had to get our outfits in there.
Yeah, we really did.
Yeah.
Our spooky season fits.
Yeah. Right, Panini? What are you doing?
Oh, wee wee. Oh yeah, Panini peeing on my bed a lot last summer is how she got the nickname Pawiwi.
We're just watching her crawl on Allison's pillows.
If she pees on my pillow, I'm gonna be so sad.
I'm okay. Panini, what are you doing? She's like, I don't know either.
Nurse. Nurse.
She's a restless dog. She cries all day. And then when I come home, she's excited, but like she doesn't want to be held. And then she like whines if I'm sitting somewhere and I'm like, you can come sit with me. And then she's like yanking her body around if I'm like trying to sit with her. I'm like, what do you want? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Mocha. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
excuse me.
That was not me coughing for the record.
No, I like inhaled a dog hair or something.
That does sound likely.
Yeah, there are a couple of them in
Just,
here.
yeah. Today, at work, I went to go give Lila treats on the Furbo because I usually do that at work, and my Furbo had disconnected and I'd forgotten about it until that moment. But when I opened it, it like was like, let's update your profile. How many animals are currently in your house? And I was like,
So many.
5. And so then it was like, okay, let's make info for all of them. What's the youngest one's name? So I was like, Ren. And then it was like, thank you. And then that was it. And so now all of my notifications, since it's been reconnected, are Ren is barking. So
I really don't think Ren is barking.
Ren is not barking, but it's just,
I also don't think it's been any of your children barking.
no, I don't think so either.
It's been the weens. Because they're here. They're loud. They have a lot of feelings.
That's fair.
Right, Panini, you have a lot of feelings. Look at her. She's like both insufferably unhappy and relaxed all at the same time. Like just she's
Yeah.
like, I don't want to be held up like that. I want to be laying. Like this creature.
Yeah, yep.
Panini tried on a red beret at the dog walk and it was adorable and I laughed and I should have bought it for her because it was only $12.
Amazing.
I did find a picture because someone else took a picture of her. I didn't take a picture of her.
Oh yeah, that's true. And then you found the TikTok.
Yeah, I found it on the internet. Look at her. Is this how you want to be held, Panini? Just oh Jesus. It's okay, Panini. I didn't need function with my wrist.
Hold, please. We're gonna finish recording and thanks with you. You're totally.
You might need to actually edit some of this.
Oh, I don't have time or the desire.
It's only Monday.
Listen, friend. What part of my next opportunity to breathe is next Tuesday, maybe?
Thursday morning.
There's a possibility I might be working Thursday.
That's exciting.
And I have to get a smog check on Thursday.
Why on
Oh, I don't
Thursday?
know if I told you. So when I went online to renew my registration, I like paid the fee
Yeah.
and thought I was done. And then I got a letter in the mail that
Oh,
was
you
like
need a smog check.
incomplete registration. Mocha just tried to fly.
Mo- we are not in Peter Pan right now. As much as you would.
You can fly, you can fly, you can fly. Anyway, I got a letter in the mail that was like incomplete registration because you need an updated smog check. Because I guess it's been 2 years. And I was like, well, it would have been cool if you could have told me that online. Because then there were the days that I didn't know that I needed it while I was waiting for the letter when I actually could have gone and gotten one.
Yes.
And so it's my registration expires or it's due on the 20th, which is Sunday, which I'll be out of town. And I leave on Friday. So I'm gonna have to get it on Thursday. But my flight isn't until the afternoon. It's like I could get up early and go get it, but like, does that not sound hellish?
I mean, that place does it.
Yeah. Anyway, and I know they don't take long. It's just annoying.
It's
'Cause
just like another thing.
and I have so many things. Literally in the past 2 weeks, when my life has been so busy and I have not had time to even sleep more than 6 hours, how many things have been added? Like 30. And I've had time to do none of them. And they all are like things that should happen relatively quickly, and they're just not going to. But anyway, that has to happen. Otherwise, I'll get fined, and I can't afford a fine. I don't want to pay a fine.
Yes.
Like, yeah. Anyway, ugh, I think that'll bring us to the end of this really
Riveting, bark-filled episode.
this totally calm and not at all chaotic episode of Clearly Thriving. I am Allison Clay,
And I am Siri Harkins.
and we are fucking thriving.
Wow, Lila. Clearly.
Clearly.
She's bopped Mocha on the nose.